Today on Home Cooking with Holly, we're going to make an apple crumble. This is a great autumn dessert, cold weather dessert. It's wonderful to serve to guests. You can easily double the recipe from what I'm going to show you. I hope you'll give it a try. Let's get started. So for this apple crumble, I'm going to use Granny Smith apples. They have the right amount of sweetness and tartness for this recipe. Now you can peel them with a knife, or you can peel them with a vegetable peeler. You can also use an apple peeling, coring, slicing machine. I do have one of those, but I'm just going to do it this way, I think, today. Now, I'm using about 2.5 pounds of these Granny Smith apples, and I just want to get all of the peel off of them. I'm going to quarter them, and then I'm going to remove the core area. Then I'm going to slice them in half and dice them up. Just nice bite-sized pieces. And I'm going to continue to do that with all of my apples. Now that all my apples are diced up, I've put them into a large mixing bowl, and I'm going to mix up the filling. So to these apples, I'm going to add 1/2 cup of sugar. You can also use brown sugar if you'd like to give it a little more of a molasses kick, but I'm just going to use white sugar. And then I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. And next I want to add 2 tablespoons of flour, and I'm just using regular all-purpose flour here. And I'm going to add 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And the last ingredient for my filling is 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Then I'm going to give that a really good mix, just so everything gets combined together. Smells delicious, cinnamon and apple. Ooh, and the sugar. All right, and now I'm spreading it out in, you can use an 8 or 9-inch square pan. And I just want to flatten it out as much as I can. And now I'm going to mix up the topping in a medium bowl. I'm going to add 1 cup of that flour. And then I'm going to add 3/4 cup of brown sugar. Make sure you pack your brown sugar down. I did measure this out individually in a 1/4 cup and just threw it into a 1 cup just to make it easier. And then I also need 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Half a teaspoon of salt. Half a teaspoon of my cinnamon. And then I'm going to melt 8 tablespoons of butter. You want to use unsalted butter for this recipe because this dish does have enough salt in it on its own. So I'm melting that 1 stick or 8 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Now I'm just going to pour that on in and give everything a good mix. And now that I've got it mostly mixed up, I'm going to switch to my hands. And I'm bringing over my apple filling. Now I did spray this pan with nonstick cooking spray. You could also butter the dish before you add your filling. And then I'm just gonna mix around this crumbled topping with my hands and then just sort of sprinkle it all over the top of my apple filling. Now I just want to get this as evenly coated as I possibly can and break up those big chunks. Okay, and now it is ready to put into my oven, which I have preheated to 375 degrees. And I'm going to bake this for approximately 30 to 40 minutes. It's going to get bubbly and golden brown on the top. It's done. It smells incredible. You can see the bubbling of the filling coming up on the sides. It smells so good. Now you can serve this the way it is, with ice cream, with whipped topping, whatever you would like. This is a great fall dish, and you could double the recipe and take it to a family gathering, potluck, whatever you'd like. This size makes about 8 servings. Well, as you can see, I did an 8-serving pan. Just a small pan, but you can certainly double it and make it in a 13x9 to serve a crowd. I hope you give it a try. Please like and subscribe and follow me for more recipes and cooking tips.